The NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field.
All right, we get ball first. And we're playing Steelers.
With Darren Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders.
You're not like playing the Steelers.
Here we go from Heinz Field as Chris Boswell tees it up and boots it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Carr now on first down. And this goes out wide for Drake. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Throwing again on second down. Carr. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage. Able to knock that one away.
Throwing his Carr on third down.
Oh, I forgot Bush is fast.
And that's going to be intercepted.
It's my fault.
It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings
Not doing that no huddle spam, bro. Not in the red zone.
And the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. They go play action with Roethlisberger. Being chased out left toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's not like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Oh, you, bro, you seen it. You got to get that.
How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
Good D.
This is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward.
Bro, how you get that lucky ass guy? All right, we swap picks.
Quite a decision there on 4th down. They didn't just
Take advantage of him being in the base.
And following the interception, they're going to come away.
He's just going to spam it anyway.
Too bad, Parker, because they really went for it on that one, right? Because I think in their mind, sometimes the illogical play
Good
is
run.
a logical play. But in this case, they were wrong.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Carr, a handoff here to Drake.
Pushing forward. Good shit.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. On first down, Drake.
Good run.
Get him down as he's inside.
You can force him out of his base.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. On first down, Drake, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy.
End of the day, stay in a base defense versus my offense. I want to pick on you.
Run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Meanwhile, Carr's throw taken into Jackson. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 25-yard line. On first down, Carr.
Oh my God. Carr.
Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And a terrific return there.
Damn.
Finally able to ground it down near the 11-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions.
Carr doing that dumb shit already, man.
Compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play pretty decent games. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
And the Steelers are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. They'll try to run with Harris. And he's in. Touchdown.
All right, Carr, I'm about to sub your ass, man. I don't like playing the Steelers that DDA shit be kicking in.
Just 2 plays have taken the lead. It's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Not over the bounce. Got this.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball and try and get things settled down a little bit.
Now on first down, Drake again. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
Here we go.
The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Kenyon Drake, 59 yards. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2. They'll try and run with Drake. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2. One up you, and they take the lead.
All right, so I'm going to have to build around the run. He doesn't have a run defense.
Make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Harris going to get it again on second down. And he'll get it out to midfield.
Almost.
So he'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. Tight one, 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. Off the play fake, here's Roethlisberger. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Roethlisberger. That's swung out wide to Harris. 2 yards on the pickup there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Play action.
Lots.
Now Roethlisberger.
Take the post. Good fucking shit.
Not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And we points on the offense. That might push him out of field goal range. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. This officially a 55-yard attempt.
Oh, yes.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Hell. You better lag out.
Penalty really winds up hurting him there.
Yeah, winds up pushing him back. Sure enough, the field goal comes up short.
Come on, bro.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. To the outside, this is complete to Jackson. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. A hit as he throws there.
Shading over the top. Flats are open.
We always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Now Carr. Flush to his right.
Money, 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 money.
Just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Oh, that's a big let off there on 3rd down because you've got to account for the running back coming out of the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for a first down, but for big yardage as well.
It's fine. I'm not going to throw it and get a strip sack. That's one thing I'm not going to do.
The all-pro in there to take him down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now it's the backup Mariota. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10.
How much time I got?
It's a big play there for Vegas. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define it.
And he's over
No,
the
no.
line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs taking it in for 2 yards out. And the Raiders add on to their lead. No CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, it looked like
Shit, Jacobs.
3-point package.
2-possession game, fellas.
In a goal line type situation, 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Out is the kickoff.
For a start, but we bouncing back. Needed that because he get balls at halftime.
And a short kick taken at about the 16.
Woo! Pyramid.
Pretty good shape.
I see you, my boy. I see you. Can get us another turnover right here.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go at half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL.
Ah, I went for the hit stick.
Whenever you get an opportunity, you can never have
My
enough
fault.
points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Forced out to his left.
Good shit.
He'll just get rid of it.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end pass rush. They've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Roethlisberger's throw
Tackle.
hauled in by Claypool. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Throwing again, it's it's Roethlisberger. It's brought in by Harris.
The tackle.
And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, it's Roethlisberger.
Shit.
And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. No, they won't. Here comes a flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Here's Roethlisberger to throw.
Good D.
Incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
As his own brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Good D.
Incomplete as the clock will stop with 14
He's having trouble, man. He can't throw on his dollar defense, man. We'll give up the 3, then we got a chance to goddamn get some more points. What, buddy? Cool now, bro. I love you.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Set to get this drive started. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
He ain't got no run defense. He ain't got no run defense. Let me find out. Let me find out. Let me find out. That's 2. That's how we do that shit. Better match personnel with what's on the field, man. Stop coming out in the pass defense when I can easily run. Good user catch. 2 touchdown game, fellas. Told y'all I was gonna get some points. This dumbass don't know how, he ain't got no run defense, and now I know this shit going into halftime. Let me check on my chicken. Sorry about that, fellas. Needed that shit because he got ball. That was big. That was clutch.
Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports.
Oh, good kick.
This one taken just inside the 10.
Good kick, good tackle, good shit. And we got him where we want him, man. 2 possession game. We play defense now. He ain't gonna run defense. He ain't gonna run offense, and he ain't gonna run defense. Everything he does now has to be pass.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be...
You ain't got no run, bro. Oh! Oh! Get him, Crosby! Oh, we took his stamina. We took his stamina, bro. I know his quarterback hurting after that play. But he had to hold the turbo to try to run. We know we took it from him.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down. On the give, this is Harris. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Yes, sir.
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. yards here on 3rd down.
Blindside, bitch. Let's go. Better punt that shit. Last thing you want me to get the ball right there. Because anything can happen right here. I can get a safety. I get 2 points plus the ball. I get a strip sack touchdown. And this dumbass gonna go for it. All right, fellas, let me teach you this shit.
And now they're gonna go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14.
Oh, come on, bro. Don't be pulling the plug now.
They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger.
It's megged up, baby. I love my palm defense, baby. Told you a lot of shit gonna happen right there. You better punt it. That's the scheme, bro. You get them blitzes off on them early, put them in long yardage situations, and then you can just chill, bro. 3rd and long, 4th and long, you just chill, man. Call my Palms defense. They ain't getting nothing, bro. They ain't getting nothing. They out of there. I know I run it a little different than what you would expect. You know, I leave the Meg defender on his guy one-on-one. I trust Mullins enough to do that. So I'll leave him on so that I can give support underneath if necessary. Because usually people will try to do a dig route or smart route dig route. And if I'm sitting right there and I don't see nothing cross, I can go ahead and plant my feet and go after the dig. You know, that's really the only thing that I'm really worried about. Like if they're blocking my key read, you know, like right there how you had the ISO receiver and the running back wasn't going on a route, so that means I was able to go wherever I needed to go, because the other quarter that was on the ISO receiver, he was man everywhere he goes. All I had to do is just kind of gravitate and watch the trip side, and my quarter flat, sit there and pick them off.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The atmosphere here electric.
Definitely gonna need to have this shit down pat, man, because issue here is Tua can't throw deep. He's got some speed, guys, so I would expect slants and drags. I wouldn't expect anything deep. Tua doesn't have the arm strength.
Start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The timing of it would be very significant. You know, like he does get one off, he has to time that to perfection to get that release.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Tua.
Good tackle.
Complete to Jalen Waddle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works.
That's really all I want to make sure I'm getting. I'll make sure I'm getting those tackles in space. Don't miss no tackles.
Plenty of room in the middle of the field, and he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Tua now on 1st down.
Read two.
Buying time to his left. But I think the ball's out.
Yeah, you better not do that, bro. There's one adjustment I can do to stop it. Get the right coverage on the field.
action. Tagovailoa. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That is caught
So I couldn't get in position. I'll get him next time.
Jalen Waddle, 35 yards.
What up, Rain?
And the Dolphins are on the board first here in Vegas. Extra point up.
Couldn't set up fast enough. I could have easily just screamed right through there. I'll come back and get him.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Eric Rowe. Now a handoff for Drake. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. On the give, this is Drake. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field.
Shit, Drake.
He's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Backed up where they were on this side of the field. That was a gutsy call.
A gutsy call that never should have happened. Not so much them going for it. That's their decision. But where's the defensive front? Where's the leverage? Where's the low man wins? Where's getting into the offensive backfield and spilling the play? How did they permit them to pick up a first down in that situation?
He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. This is caught inside the...
That's what we're waiting on right now. That 3-3-5. We love burning that shit.
Deshaun Jackson, 58 yards. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. They'll try and run with Drake. And
Shit, Drake.
and they take an 8-7 lead.
I don't think he has a very good run defense. Might be able to kind of stabilize the game with the run. Catch him off guard and hit him deep.
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive, it comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him. And I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice.
Shit, there we go. Got to get used to it. He's a left-hand quarterback, so I need to be screaming from behind him. His blind side's the other side.
Force anything in the coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he got 2nd and 3rd down, the ball back on him.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Too many underneath routes. Stay over here.
Right.
That's BS.
By his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. Under a minute to go. Clock running and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. Tua now on 1st down. That's going to be caught by Waddle. 7 yards to pick up there. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings for some reason it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative for the start he's having.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200
All right.
Taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter play. A tight one, 8-7 our score after one on EA Sports. So not quite at first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Throw left side complete.
That's I gotta get off that turbo.
Dolphins. Will Fuller on the receiving end of the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes this a 14-8 ball game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This take it in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because they went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. They'll run with Drake. After getting stumped on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Waller, you can't give up that shit, man. Can't give up that shit.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed,
good use.
Great penetration as they stuffed out the line of scrimmage.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll run on first down. It's Drake down to the 25. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Carr to throw.
Die.
And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come down and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Jacobs will score. Touchdown Raiders. So it was the passing game that got him down here. The closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
It certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there.
That's it. Love when they pinch that D-line in, bro. Love it. Shit benefits the power run game.
And the 2-point conversion. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Carter now on the return. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before.
Alright, we gotta tighten up a little bit on D, bro.
And that's the kind of return you're looking for. We're looking to get to that spot on the field. That allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing.
Tackle.
Tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. Well, let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
And not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Two.
Now
Two flat, read one. Stay with one.
And that is incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking.
Pretty much all you do. Two blocks, bracket one.
Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious doorways called as penalties.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Two blocks, bracket one. Two goes, we go vertical with them. Woo, good hit.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 and the 34. On third down, here's
Good shit, Solly.
this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on fourth down. Open man is Waddle complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? Most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be really physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown Miami. Jalen Waddle with his 2nd touchdown in his first half. And the Dolphins are once again going to retake the
Know about
lead.
that one, Coach.
Now Brian Flores going to lead the offense out there to go for 2. The 2 are going to try and throw for it. This will be caught as they convert here for
Flat
2.
defender.
So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky.
I don't know, man. Mullins should have picked that.
Be careful here because if you do get an interception, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on.
Man, gonna squib kick to my running back? Are you serious?
And in the set up a good field position here as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
Any return to get you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, you're almost in field goal position.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And he's going to pull his way forward to the 48. Now the Raiders
I'll be
going to go
content
ahead
with
and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And down at the 48-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Play action to Drake, now Carr.
Got him with the pump fake. Got him with the pump fake. Let's go. Got him. Pump fake the fuck out of him, too. Knew he would have did it, too, as soon as I did it. And he blitzed me. I had time to do it. I like, fuck, we gonna hit him with the pump fake.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be because I know as a defender, you've got...
Yes, sir. I seen the crosser. He seen the crosser. I pump faked the crosser and then went the other way. Got to say, just like they do in the pros, bro. Make the safety look off. Love when a fucking pump fake works, you know. Gotta get his ass off that user safety. I love picking on user safeties. I ain't just saying that either. That ain't cap. Oh, come screaming off the edge. Blindside that motherfucker. I wasn't even gonna send him, bro, but he quick hiked me. So he basically just quick hiked himself into that.
As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will look positive as he gets past the 25 up to the 27-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at their own 27. Throwing to start the drive. Carr flushed out right. Man open, here is Jones.
7 for 7, man. Where your defense at?
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. To throw, it's Carr.
Ah, I thought he was going to take the run.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get
Bro, Carr, don't start this shit now. God damn it.
in this case,
Don't start this shit right now. We doing so good. Don't start the fuck ups.
The two incompletion sets on play action. Now Carr.
Oh my God, Carr fucking up now. Like dead ass. I can't make this shit up.
Foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4. Carr to throw for it on 4th down.
Good play.
Goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Both sides were holding their breath.
Yeah, that screams money, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
and both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks.
Shit,
trying to keep
Jacobs.
people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Now Justin Coleman brings him down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Eluding the pressure right. Caught by Jones.
Not gonna cover the receivers? Okay.
Bounds taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 of the 12. Now a first and 10 at the 11. Throwing now is Carr. Flush to his right. And now
No, Carr. I gotta take him out, bro.
this is picked up by the
He fucking up. I had a man wide open too. It happens, man. EA just doesn't like you taking advantage of somebody, man. It is what it is. We'll be alright though.
And yet, they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua. He's letting this
No
one
way,
go.
he's throwing that. Yes, sir.
And this one is incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. That's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
On second down, a run with
Good shit, Max.
Very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
But that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe.
Quick hiked.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
They fake the handoff. Now two.
I hesitated.
And I think that one might have
That's a pick! Come on!
out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
They certainly
to it to try again on second down.
My own guy fucking pushed me off.
Lindsay, first down and more than that.
Oh, this game, bro. My own fucking man pushed me off from getting that. I could have pick sixed his ass.
And the Dolphins have retaken a third quarter lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left.
I would not let me fucking turn around. Had his ass. Yeah, I gotta put Mariota in. Carr fucking up. That's what the game does, man. They take what you're good at, and then they start making it challenging for you for no reason. See, Carr was starting off hot. Now he just starting to suck. So I gotta put his backup quarterback in.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory.
See now, because they know I like to run, you see how they gave him a shit? It's crazy. Take what you're good at, and then they start nerfing you.
Had a drive going and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so it looked like they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
And now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the
Keep playing man coverage. I love it.
We talk about mobility in quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the fourth. Escaping the pressure right. He completes it to Jones.
Woo! And I taunted on his ass. Let's go. What up, bro? What up? And you got taunted on, bro. Oh, shit. Told you to stop playing man. He said, what's good? Oh, shit. That's insult to injury right there, bro.
Here's Carter now on the return.
Ooh. What's up, Timmy? He's getting these lucky little quick hikes off on me, man. I'm doing all right. I just a few mental mistakes I'm making. First game, I'm gonna be all right though.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown. Their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of
pressure.
Remaining here in the fourth quarter.
Oh, you almost one hand rip that shit. Like, good shit, Hayward, man. I would have been more impressed if you would have picked that off, but good shit. I couldn't get set up fast enough. It should have been a sack.
Here's second and 10.
There we go. Start getting into that backfield, man. Let's get him out from under center. That's what I was waiting on right here. So I can show y'all this two-read defense.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
3-2. Two goes vertical, we take vertical. That's all you got to do, guys. All you got to do. You ain't got to worry about trying to use her every fucking route. Just read your number 2 receiver. That's it. The rest of the defense is going to play. That's all you got to do. That's so fucking easy. It's so easy a caveman can do it.
He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Throw it, Mariota. That's caught by Waller out left side.
See, now Mariota's doing good. You see? See the difference?
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied.
Look at that. Beautiful blocks. What happens when you play man coverage, man? You make it easier for me to run block you. Shit, I don't need to go for 2. I shouldn't have, but I was getting through for a minute.
For the first time here this afternoon, they are thwarted on the 2-point conversion. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Looking up into the roof, and he moves.
Ooh, lag spike.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
So you want to play ace close? Okay.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking.
Oh my God, bro! Like, I hate when they plant their feet, bro.
30, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Philip Lindsay, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2.
3-2.
They're going to try and run.
Good shit.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one.
2 point conversion. That defense still good. Still got defense, baby. So it's still 2-possession game. All we gotta do is score, baby. Just score, baby. Kick the field goal. We in now. He's sending a lot of man blitzes. So
the Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score. But bottom line, they are
get him with these drag routes. Get him out of it.
Really putting him in position A.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up.
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did
block.
say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. A gain of 3, second down. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Carr gonna throw. They'll roll him out right.
Carr got a slow-ass fucking release, man. He shouldn't have been able to catch up to that.
These guys are gonna take over at the 34-yard line. He got out of the pocket there.
The release was just too slow.
I think he was calling. His receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary. Came up with the interception.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Damn, that shit gonna cost him, bro.
By Nicholas Morrow.
Play defense.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. On 2nd
Got
down,
in front of it. Third down. We good.
Following a gain of 6. I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They'll go again with Lindsay. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
All right, so I'm going to start using timeouts.
But they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And he
double tackle.
His way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A give running right, Lindsay. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey.
What a fucking fall forward throw.
Just outside the 10 at the 11.
Save my last time out, I can at least freeze your kicker.
And they get the timeout called here.
I should have won this though. My bad. Those 2 plays, Carr just be fucking up, man. He wouldn't do that if he was like rated higher.
They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. And it is good.
This first game, bro. We're going to be all right.
And it'll be a good time in South Beach.
I think it was just those strip sacks that he got. He got lucky off of. Nothing I can really do about that. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it don't. You try to set your feet so you make an accurate pass. And let's see what happens.
And assess, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal. Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way.
See, I try to set his feet. They got.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory.
See, I had the running back wide open. I was waiting until the interior guy. Probably should have ran back with it instead of try. I could have probably took off with the quarterback because he came in. That was just one mistake. Carr doesn't. I might just start using Mariota for that play. I mean, Carr, he okay, but once you get hot with him, then the game starts nerfing him and shit. Y'all know what I mean. They're not gonna let you be perfect on this game. Trying to see what I did wrong. Like this was a slow release. Like a very slow. What I was gonna do is I was gonna do the same thing. I was just gonna roll over here to the outside, but one of his guys, they got through. That's the only reason. Like his corner shouldn't have been able to come from that right hash. Colton Miller jumping over a guy. That's supposed to be an illegal chop block. You can't do that. See? Illegal chop block. We're not gonna get those flags. Alright. It's just stuff that EA needs to put into the game to make it realistic. You can't go after fucking offensive lineman legs. Same thing, offensive lineman can't go after defensive lineman legs. You're not supposed to be able to do that. They need to add those penalties to the game. The chop blocks. More fluent holding calls on players that have tendencies to do such. Like, I wouldn't mind, like if they took the aggressive pass protection off, if they would just bring the refs back and bring the penalties back and take the coaching adjustments off. I mean, other than you just, manning up your corners how you want to man them up. They trying to go too in depth in things, and there's not enough memory in the system for them to do all that shit. They just need to keep it simple. Yeah, I should have won that last game, fellas. I am sorry. I should have just ran the ball. Made him use his timeouts, but sometimes you try to have fun. Unfortunately, Carr has his ups and his downs. It's like a roller coaster when you're playing with a quarterback without abilities. It's like you'll have your goods and you'll have your bads. Yeah, we all lose, man. That's why I don't worry about it. I mean, you coulda, woulda, shoulda, but I ain't gonna complain about it, man. We can't cry over spilled milk. We just clean it up, Leave it sitting there, it's just going to soil up and have a bad smell or residue. You don't want to get there, deal with that. Alright, so we're going to try
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
Oh.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right?
There we go.
Stand up and make a play. It was only a
3, guys.
But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay,
Number 2.
I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Oh, he could have jumped it.
I know many people like to throw to the
I
tight
can
end,
force.
maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 1st down, it's Mitchell, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
You can get outside in that D gap sometimes when they come out in formations like that. You can stuff them. You're not always going to be able to get the interiors because they're going to get the double teams on the insides. And muted.
They use great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Second and 8 coming up.
I read the 2.
Here's Lance to throw it. Rolling to his right. Man open.
Good
That's
hit.
Deebo Samuel. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 36. And here's a handoff out of the gun.
Deep.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Lance. Flushed out right.
Deep.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline. And now
Got him.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. And they'll go for it. Lance. Oh, he'll look
Got him.
downfield.
Swat it. Swat it. Just swat it.
And incomplete on the
Could have picked it, but I wanted the swat. I want the field
It
position.
looked like he had it and dropped it. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Throwing to start the
Caught him in
drive.
quarters.
Carr. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. That's caught inside Detroit. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Deshaun Jackson, 57 yards. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2. They'll try and run with Drake, and he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2. I agree with
Game of field position, fellas. That's why we didn't go for the pick.
Farther to go and shy away from running the football.
Good hit, Smith.
Great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to
Clog
make
that
a
shit up.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. 2nd down. Here's
Good deep.
Mostert again.
Way to set the edge.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right.
Play it. Play it. Good shit, Merrick.
Incomplete. Took a shot. Couldn't connect.
won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Lance and company going on fourth
down.
Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. Carr now on first down.
We got a D-line user.
They'll set up the screen to Drake. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. On first and goal, Drake. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Kenyon Drake, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders are able to strike
get ugly, fellas.
onto their lead. So now here's Darren Carr leading his guys up to go for 2. They'll try to run it with Jacobs.
Shit, JJ.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen.
Cover 2.
Confidence in the defense.
They set the edge, Crosby.
They're into the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. On second and 11 now. Lance.
Good shit.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack
What's
him
up?
for a loss of 9. Sack. Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long.
3-2. 2 goes vertical. We take vertical. We can bracket him. Right to me. Let's go.
It's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Casey Hayward. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Now a play fake. Carr. He'll buy some time right. Caught on the right side by Jones. Touchdown Raiders. A great effort there. 38 yards. And the Raiders are able to add on to their first half lead. So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2. Carr will look to throw. And the Raiders are going to first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Thorough domination right now. The game plan is simple, obviously, Charles. They're going for 2 after every touchdown, and it's 24-0.
Don't you just get the sense right now that they're just flexing?
Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose.
Good hit. Ball, the ball, the ball, the ball! Get the ball! Get the ball!
Pick it up. And they'll be inside the red
Jesus!
zone with the ball at the 16-yard line.
I'm too passionate, bro. Oh, man. That's a dub. Man, we're just kicking the ball, bro. Like, fuck. That man just, he's like, fuck this. That's the scheme, guys, man. You're going to send that blitz. Like, as long as you don't give up big plays out of it, you know, you can constantly get them rattled to try to get rid of the ball fast. You know, sometimes they might throw under pressure. You might get sacks with it. So that's the pros. I mean, sometimes they might get you with a good receiver versus a bad corner, and they might toast you over the top. And you're going to have to make adjustments then. But for the most part, you want to get them in long yardage situations and force them to play shotgun. If they start playing shotgun, that's when this defense is just going to come home or just start picking everything off. Everything's going to come straight to you. It becomes easy. First and second downs are your key downs, and you've got to get pressure on that quarterback so that you make it work. That way I ain't got to blitz on third down. Like everybody else be trying to blitz on third downs. I don't blitz on thirds. I used to, and I used to get torched for one-play touchdowns. And, you know, this is Madden. This isn't real NFL football. So you got to flip things around, flip-flop.
And off we go from Las Vegas. Comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Try to get him with some off-scheme plays. See if it's available. Chased it. To run. Kind of see where his head's at.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Carr going to give it to Jacobs.
Got him with his own split.
And some room to maneuver.
Look at Jacobs take it to the house off his own split. Yang, stop blitzing me, bro. I know you were in a blitz. That's the only reason that worked. Yep.
And the Raiders, on just 2 plays, have taken the lead.
Gotta have something like that in your staple offense, man. People that like to send zero coverage blitzes. You hit them with something like that, bro, you're just gonna have blocks to the house.
Pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
That's fine. We got the ball first. I gotta make something capitalize before halftime.
So they went for 2 and
like getting a turnover here or there.
On the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead from just inside the 20. Short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
In tight. Oh, everybody's been running this lately.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Lance looking to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Charles already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of it?
Much different.
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Well, so far
forcing you to get rid of the ball fast.
They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. They'll try it now with Moses.
Good hit.
And he's going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
Go ahead, ID me so I can drop into coverage and someone else can screen.
1st and 10. Here's Lance.
Told you. Too obvious, bro. Told you someone else was gonna come through. Thanks for IDing, bro. What's going on, Will? Man, just getting into the heads of these people early and often, man. Early and often. So you can't ID my user, bro. I picked that up. You ID my user in a cover one blitz, you're going to let the guy that's supposed to be coming through come wide open. That's why I like it. Get into their heads early often, fellas. You ain't even made it to third down yet. He ain't seen the real defense we have. He's just playing with my first and second down defense.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe that we're trying
that tackle, good job.
Offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball.
So I can drop into coverage.
Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after.
Go make that tackle. All we got to do is keep hitting.
We'll see if they can do it here. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now Lance. Escaping the pressure.
Yeah. You don't know who's coming, my man. My blitzes are evil, bro. The evil Knievel blitzes.
Makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
I'm hitting, I'm good, I don't care.
That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Here's Lance.
That evil Knievel blitzes, baby.
They sack it back right at
Hey, stop, split close.
This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on 4th down. From midfield, here's Lance. Out to his left.
Got a right-hand quarterback rolling out to the left. Don't rage quit, bro. Don't rage quit. You ain't even seen my offense yet. Come on now. Yeah, that defense got him like that. That B-gap blitz and that nickel wide 9 just shutting that fucking split close up, bro. Wide open user screaming, bro. That's all you got to do 1st and 2nd downs, bro. You pressure the fuck out of them. Get them in long yardage situations so that you can just kind of just chill. Start playing match quarters defense or match palms defense. So y'all gonna be seeing me do a lot of this from now on, man. This is how I'm gonna be playing. I'm coming after you early, shutting up the run fits. No, bro, this is the Raiders playbook, bro. This is in the Raiders defense. Only thing I did, I adjusted their audibles. I ain't add no plays. I ain't take no plays out. I don't even think I really did anything with my defense, bro. Like, for real. I think I'm gonna get screened out, bro, because y'all see I don't have the cancel option. Alright, cool. They let me bail out. Yeah, I mean, I'm always going to run my stock book. So, like, if anything changes next year, I'm running the Raiders shit. Raiders offense, Raiders defense. You know, and I'm going to try to find some good stuff in it. And I'm going to showcase it, bro. Like, there's no meta fucking shit, bro. There's no best playbook. Like, as long as you understand what what your concept is, what you want to do, and you execute, you know, any book can be good. You know, you have to have the personnel for what you're running, obviously. You can't be running a straight 3-4 and you don't have, you know, quick linebackers, you know, 3-4-I. Like, people try to run edge rushers on the wheel in the Sam. Concept of football, man. You want 4 premier rushers. Okay, your Sam linebacker. You're gonna have your 3 tech, 4 tech, 0, 1 tech, you know, 5 tech maybe on the line. Those will be your rushers, and then you have the option if you blitz, you could probably send a Will or a Mike or something like that. But these people be putting fucking pass rushers in the Will and the fucking Sam position. And then they ain't got no one for coverage. Like you trying to get 2 interior middle linebackers to play coverage to the sidelines. Linebackers aren't fast enough to do that. You would have to have damn near perfect 90 zone rating for a linebacker to play a curl flat from the middle of the field. If you don't have that, he's not going to play that. A lot of people don't know stuff like that, man. You gotta, like, every zone is divided into tiers. Short zones. The shorter the zone, the lower the rating you need to be effective. Alright, so I see the safety down. Good block. Good block. Good block. Let's go! That's that glitchy run, man. That's in single back ace. That 24 zone, that shit is so glitchy from the handoff. And your guards and your tackles, they literally act like fucking fullbacks, and they get upfield to the secondary. So like if you have anybody on your offensive line and they got, let's say, what was that move that Trent Brown had? Like nasty streak or something, bro? Like you'll fuck people up with that run. And I shit you not, bro. This is just something I've been fucking with lately, bro. I be paying attention to some shit that I be doing in practice mode. I'm like, hey, wait. You know, that shit looked pretty smooth. Let me run that back, you know? So I started adding that to a little, you know, I'll run it a couple times a game. I'm not going to spam it, you know. I'll probably run it 3-4 times a game just to see if an opponent can adjust to it, you know. And it's good that we got a quick score because he hasn't seen our real offense, you know? So it's always good to get that. Now we can come out here and play defense like we've been doing. Crack heads. Why are these people playing like, bro?
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 18. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
I even backed him up, but the pressure forced the bad throw.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report
So it's an
on
I
these
form.
DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own
Get a little bit
hands.
faster.
They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Set that edge a little bit better, fellas. Good tackle.
He will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll run for it. Chubb. And I'm not sure he got there.
Good fucking shit, Littleton. See, that's why y'all want take them fucking safeties. Everyone telling you out. Don't use no safeties as a sub linebacker, man. Use an actual linebacker with a little bit of speed. You can make stops out of nickel defense versus the run.
On 1st down, Carr flushed out right. He was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up.
You want to play that game, bro? You want to play that game with me?
Right now, they take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is,
You want to play that game with me, bro?
they should get from starting here, getting 3 points at the end of this drive.
Bro, why you have a slow release, bro? Like, you just had to go.
Too much contact to hold on to that one.
You have to stutter.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on
Walk
that
away, get
attempt.
some points.
On 3rd down, Drake. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as he'll stop it.
What are we going to do, fellas? What are we going to do?
2 yards on the pickup there. It's
Wait, man.
well done to sniff that out.
Let's see.
I love that description. interception because diagnosed as perfect.
Might bite myself in the foot later, but we want to see.
And he couldn't even get going moving the football.
4th down, Mariota.
Well, still playing man coverage. You get him with the man beater. Cannot play man on me, bro. I need that shit alive.
Lead the Raiders up to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get it.
Good fucking trail route.
And now the lead moves to 16-0.
Yeah, that defense just get my offense. Well, y'all already know my offense is good. But the way my defense is right now, this shit is just insane.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. To see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go around.
Sometimes
right to me. Pressure. That is how you zone blitz, bro. That's how you do that shit. It's defense, bro. I'm telling you. They don't want none of it. They don't want none of it. Making them tap out. Like I got them in the angle lock or something, the shadow lock. They got the X hold on them. It's like I tap you on the face. Am I alive? Stop blitzing me. Can't run no play action versus the blitz, fellas. That shit gonna get fucked up. You get that under pressure throw. So it's really just the nickel wide 9 cover 1 linebacker blitz and the 4-3 under slant 1 crash. That's pretty much the 2 that I'm using. It really just depends on the personnel on which ones are coming through. Usually if they don't have as many that are on the line of scrimmage where the linemen are, I'll use the 4-3. But if they do, like the single backs and stuff, I'll come out more in the nickel version. And take your safeties out of sub linebacker. Just use your faster linebackers. I'm using Morrow and Littleton right now. It'll probably be changed up a little bit next year. Make sure you got linebackers there, guys that can tackle, guys that can hit. You want to knock somebody's head off. You got a safety right there. You're trying to play a run fit with it. What's going to happen is that safety's going to get matched up with a lineman. He's not going to be able to shed. You don't want that. Okay. You still want speed in there, but you want a guy that can shed.
Back to their AFL days in the 1960s, the Chiefs and Raiders are underway. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Let's see where we catch him in. We got a base liner. All right, so base line, you attack the seams.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr.
Catch him, wait till he turns around, and then go throw it behind him. Always attack the user.
And are able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36,
Change of direction is going to be a liability.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner.
Okay, so we can make it a modified adjustment. I don't want to go on the outside because he's in a base line. I'll hit one like spacing concept, hitch flats, swings.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Here's Johnson with a reception.
He's going to give me everything I want. Because when they're not lined up correctly, what they give me is run fits. Especially when I'm in formations like this. You don't want to give me run fits.
It just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterback
get those easy 2-3 yards
that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things.
And here we go with the tip drill shit. Probably put Waller right there.
The Chiefs are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were.
That ball shouldn't even been a jump ball. It should have been at his numbers. I don't know why you can't pass lead to their fucking numbers. Everything has to be a jump ball downfield. It's like everything.
I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10.
All right, we're gonna read 2. There's a 0 over there, so 2 is our primary read. Wherever he goes, we go. That's man everywhere he goes.
They'll come out throwing
vertical. We woo! Almost boot kick.
Diving catch.
Read 2.
They go play action. Now Mahomes.
Right into the bracket. Now we can play under. Watch for the reroutes. There you go.
Open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near
See, he's just gonna sit here and try to spam deep bombs to Tyreek Hill. That shit's box.
Initially, my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you
Good double tackle.
They'll be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And that's going to be a Chiefs 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Oh, on the defensive side, that is so deflating.
Not only is it deflating, they've got to look at each other's eyes on that side of the ball and take each other's measure. You've got them backed up, perfect situation, and what they said to you on the
That's
other
why I
side
like palms. I'm not
think you can stop us.
I'm not affected by play flips.
In that position, that should never happen.
They fake
2.
the give. Now Mahomes.
Vertical, take the cross.
Flush to his right.
Watch for the playmaker.
And he wisely will throw
Boxes that shit up.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the
Stay
ball,
on him.
and that resulted in an incompletion.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy, you both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Here's Mahomes
2.
to throw. Oh, he's going to let this
Took the guy out, but he overthrew it. Fuck! And then he...
It's Kelsey. Touchdown.
It's my fault. I had it too.
Travis Kelsey. 49 yards. And the Chiefs are
That's how this game is. It just lets people spam. Eventually, they're going to get 1 or 2 right.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
I just thought he was going to RPO, so I tried to set up an RPO defense. But I should be fine. I shouldn't have to set up an RPO defense. I should be fine.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And now a pass dumped off to his running back.
He's just going to take advantage of that baseline. He's going to have to come out of it to stop me.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. On 3rd and short, Drake. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this was only as incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Not the kind of game that will go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL with Clyde Edwards-Helaire with that low center of gravity and strength. He's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
From the 36, Mahomes. And the Raiders have got him. That's Crosby. Just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So that one on target, and it adds to this 1st half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Here's Smith to return it. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held it to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful.
Are you fucking kidding me?
These calls on 4th down when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
They capitalized, Jackson. We're going to take advantage of that baseline. He got that corner too far out. Everything I'm going to be calling is going to be close offense. You damn sure can't baseline in a fucking match defense. You better not. And you asking for it then. That's going to destroy your match principles. Do not baseline and match defenses, guys. Don't be this guy. Don't be the fool. Good shit, JJ. That's going to take half his playbook out. If he sits there and baseline, he comes out in another match defense, we're going to burn him again. And not baseline with a match principle defense.
And a short kick taken at about the 16.
Oh, he was celebrating, bro. Why he humbled? I might try to send one just to see.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And fortunate to get get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
And now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there. A 2-minute drill before the coaches' 2-minute drill. Looking downfield for Kelsey. Wide open, complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
I was just trying to get some fucking hits on fucking Mahomes, man. Happens, I guess. That's a flag.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46.
Take advantage of this baseline again.
Here's Carr. Escaping the pressure right. And he hits Drake. Shrugs him off.
You want to take advantage of that baseline, bro. The guys are too spaced out.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can.
They're not going to be able to have pursuit fast enough.
So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
On play action, it's Carr. Flushed out right.
I'll throw it away. It's fine.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Here's Carr to throw. And he's going to be sacked.
I threw that away.
Right at the midfield stripe. It was Melvin Ingram that time who shot in to bring him down. From midfield, here's Carr. He's going to let this go for the end zone.
Bullshit,
it's knocked away and incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on 4th down. Carr to throw for it on 4th down.
Forgot about the goat. Not going to cover the goat. So worried about the wrong thing, bro. That's why I call him 3rd and Renfrow.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass.
You ain't got that corner in position, bro. I'm about to torch him.
That's exactly what they did on that play.
Come on, Carr, throw it low.
Nice chunk of yardage there.
Stop throwing fucking jump balls.
With his legs after the catch. I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Carr.
Here we go.
Touchdown, Raiders. Deshaun Jackson. As the first half is winding down, and the Raiders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as he kicks away. A short kick taken at the 18. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. They go play fake. Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Final shot before the half from Mahomes.
Good hit.
And he's going to go down.
Trust the process, guys.
Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. A short kick taken at the 18.
How's that not a fumble?
He'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right.
Good
Stopped
fucking.
after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he's got the first.
Earn every yard.
Down at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action, it's Mahomes. And going deep for
Good shit, Hobbs. No, that is BS now. Come on, bro. Damn, hate this game be cheating for folks.
Now here's Mahomes.
Bracket.
Flush to his right.
Watch for it to come across the field.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Bro!
Complete out wide, and they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. Edwards-Helaire is in.
We had
Touchdown Chiefs. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up.
He's having to earn it. He ain't getting it for free. He has to earn every play he gets.
Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, what?
I wouldn't change it up until they show
Run defense for that baseline, bro. We're going to keep doing this. He's going to have to come out of it.
On first down, Drake. Get him down after
Keep doing it until he gets out of baseline.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Carr, a handoff here to Drake.
That first down, baby.
Work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it?
Still on baseline.
Play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up.
And no run defense in baseline, bro. I'm going to keep doing that shit all day. Corners aren't playing their run fits. They're too far away.
29 yards. And the Raiders are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2. They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And he will get in.
I'm going to run on this shit all day, bro. You better get out of it.
As he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fields this way up at the 17.
That's what you get. Kick the ball up. Keep going. Go, KJ. Go, KJ. Go, KJ. Good block, Sutton. Help KJ get them yards.
Take care of the ball. All the things he heard all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
They'll run it with
Good motion block. Just having our way with him now, bro. This guy doesn't understand that baseline just is not it. Get out of it. See how far his corners are away from the actual play? They're not defending anybody, bro. These close sets will kill baseline. Ah, we had it. They wouldn't let me go in. We got a lucky tackle animation. That first animation, I should have just went in there. That's crazy. He shouldn't have stuck. Like, he had the animation to all 4. That's fine, bro. Those are 3 points for us, but we got the turnover.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And a pretty poor return as he will dive to the ground and give himself up. Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
See, that's another thing about these managed zones. They play the run very good with just rushing forward.
Replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Mahomes finding his tight end Kelsey for a big one. 55 yards.
Yeah, they be giving tight ends like speed boosts, man. It's like they be outrunning DBs sometimes.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll work this forward for
as long as I get in 4-man rushes, getting sheds like that, we're good.
Because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire.
Check. You see how they play the run?
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, here's Edwards-Helaire.
Good shit. See how they play the run?
As they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now Mahomes got to have this one.
D. That is a pick! Either way, we got it. GG's. That Palms defense, bro.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right?
Throw it over his head. He was playing seam flats right there. He out of there, bro. Tap out. Fucking bum. These folks do not like my defense, bro. Like, that shit is hard to fucking dissect. Like, you get mad annoyed. You're not going to be able to get an inside zone run for a massive game because of the sheds. Because the match zones will play the run fits. You're not going to be able to throw one-play touchdowns. So that's just going to take that out of people's arsenal. I don't even think Tyreek Hill had anything. He was boxed the whole game. You know? I don't even know. I think Hobbs was on him. And all you got to do is read, too. Sometimes you might put yourself out of position, you know, trying to play too low under something to bait it. Like those tight ends, you have to be careful when you try to bait them because for some odd reason, a fucking 85 speed tight end is going to outrun like a 93 speed DB. So you do have to be careful with that. Other than that, man, just that's all you got to do. Read too. Pay attention to which side you're running. I do not like running the 3 side too often because sometimes your principles change depending on where you are on the line of scrimmage. You know, and it's a little bit harder to sit there and say, hey, do this, do not. No, just play the 2 receiver side. It's just so much easier, okay? Because, see, what's going to happen is you have 2 blocks. You already automatically know that you can defend any crossers or anything on the other side of the field. So that's how you avoid getting exploited. All right, so we got a glitch going on. Y'all seen that shit? Now, I only play that cover 6 when it's the same principle. Like, even with the deep half, you know, you can pray and bring them down low as long as you know you're defending anything vertical to that side of the field.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Man, come on now. You're not breaking out Diablo like that.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Good shit. Way to wrap them up. There we go.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings
little run fits.
Down.
And that's the main thing. Like, you still want to make sure you're playing The run fits.
Back to throw. Fields.
You gonna throw it to me anyway? Oh, Hayward jumped me. Hayward jumped my user, bro. Oh, that's crazy. All right, I see the AI out there trying to outdo me. AI getting jealous of my user potential. He's like, okay, we gotta make a play. They robbed my user. I'm like, well.
They don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second back.
I seen that.
You've got to know where you
Too far out wide now.
and be decisive with it. Otherwise,
Dig.
the end result can be something you don't like.
I'm gonna miss They next year. They gonna be pretty clutch for the Jaguars next year if he gets utilized. Like he be making plays, and Raiders just didn't utilize him the right way. I'm a little disappointed with that for him. So, like, he came there, traded off the Bills. Remember, he had like his rookie year, he had like 8 touchdowns in less than half the games. And then he got traded to the Raiders for like damn near next to nothing, and they didn't utilize him correctly.
Josh Jacobs, excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Raiders have taken the early.
I like when I have a non-scheme play that just works, you know? Like, I like my power O's and my ISOs at the end of the day. Play right there.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a short kick taking it about this.
Whoa! Sutton Smith! Sutton Smith lay in the wood! That was, hey, I'm gonna miss him next year. They released him, but god damn, Sutton. I'm gonna miss you next year. Nice having like Jason Kabinda. You know, if you got like a fullback that used to play like linebacker or something.
Josh Jacobs with his second touchdown of this opening quarter.
Yeah, I don't know, but my man's like he can make plays. Like he be doing stuff, man.
So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2.
I don't know why they be coming out like this.
Carr now to throw. And the Raiders are
You come out in goal line, I'm gonna expose you, bro. You better have hella adjustments, because I know goal line doesn't have any zone stock plays for people that like to play stock defenses. And think, oh, this is gonna work. You got to make hella adjustments in those goal lines. Like, I'll run the goal line, but you got to be like fast, like to set up your defense. And then you have to have good idea of where you're going to get attacked at, because you make the wrong adjustment, you're going to get cooked. But you make the right adjustments, you know.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
That should have been a pick.
How they attack him here. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
He's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence. that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that
3-2.
ended their last drive. To throw once more on second.
He goes in.
Fields over the middle, and that's caught by
I didn't have a quarters.
And he'll be corralled right
Palms. I
around
think I got a palms and under.
You can almost hear the siren
go
coming from their sideline,
normal.
from their point on the field, because
Swap.
this has been a tough
Want
start for them
slower.
thus far. A much-needed
And
first down there. They needed something good to happen.
tomorrow,
Plays like that will continue
just in
to
case he
dig
does
out
that
this
again.
hole.
from the 34 now. Here's 1st and 10.
3-2.
Here's Fields.
2 goes vertical.
That's complete to Mooney.
Quarter flat plays the
Not
flat.
much there, only a yard.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along
I
with
think
me,
you do that
Carter,
from,
because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed,
You got
he
wide
can turn
9.
the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
3-2.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen.
Ooh, he's trying to strip it.
Get him over the 40 to the 42. Yeah, he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
All right, so this is what I be talking about.
To throw is Fields.
Good deal.
This pass broken up.
See, you got to make hella adjustments when you play that goal line.
That was not an easy one to hold on
But
to.
when you make the adjustments and they run the ball, they're just going to play the run.
You gotta find ways to get off
Even
the
if you
field
put
when
them in
can,
zone.
especially on third
Just
down.
got to make sure you put match zones on the field, like vertical hooks, seam flats.
And force a 4th down.
And they'll do that for you.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They snap it to Fields.
Right to my fucking heart flat. Let's go.
It's going to be intercepted.
Love my Palms
It's
defense.
And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Second interception for him now here in this first half.
It's
And you
tough
gotta
to
think
throw
he's
on
rookie,
it, too.
Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a
Not too
great
many people know how to
question,
beat it.
because that's what they're going to check on.
Well, beat the user version of it.
The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it, because when you have it.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Like, anybody can go to practice mode and beat the AI version of Palms defense. The AI version doesn't play 2. Like, they'll play it, and then it's like a deep cross, they bug out. You know, that's why I was trying to show y'all the other day when I did the bracket and I pitched off with my bracket defender. That's what you're supposed to do. The AI doesn't do that. But when you play that safety in my Palms defense, and you understand the read 2 concept, you'll never get exposed. Never.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr. Nowhere to go.
How is that a fumble? How is that a fumble, bro? EA. Now y'all on that fuck shit. That was an incomplete to pass.
You're talking about create turnovers.
I'm done with this game, bro. Like,
They got one right
Jesus.
there.
And it shows you how the
They
game
just
has
helping
changed
him
over
now.
time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of the quarterback in the pocket. Now,
3-2.
he comes to the sidelines, he didn't knock the ball free.
Switched it up. We're not in Palms anymore.
All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all
Quarters.
back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball. Because here comes
Mix
the
them up
defenders.
between the 2. You don't know which one we're in. You won't know how to dial up a beater.
2nd and 6.
But whichever one you're in, it's always going to be read 2. Read 2.
Fields now to throw.
Dig. I couldn't throw it up.
Finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll be out.
I gave him that.
Just shy of the 40.
These guys have definitely been outplayed.
All right, switch it up.
Like their countenance defense. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Two goes Bird. He stops.
This is taken in. It's complete.
Probably should have flipped it.
Down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. He's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now it's Fields. And he takes this one in.
Should have known he was going to take off.
Justin Fields taking it in from 2 yards out. Then the Bears cut into that lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that trims the lead down to
I would go ahead and score.
Touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
All right, man. No mental error right now, bro. We don't need that shit.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now, last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So, in other words, someone got lucky.
Bro, why'd he pump fake?
Down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Khalil Mack able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Why he pump fake? I threw it.
A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. Another try after the first down sack. Carr. And he can't get away. Carr is going to go down, and that is a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed.
Wasn't going to force throw it either, and then he would just had the ball.
A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
All right.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown.
It's a run.
Looked pretty good.
It's a run. It's a run.
It takes me back to when we
It's a run. Run commit, run commit, run commit, run commit.
Thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back.
How is he getting throws off like that, man? What the fuck?
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Off his back, shoulder, while getting pressured. Like, come on now. Across the field.
From a college offensive coordinator, they showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing in colleges delivered to the NFL.
We remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. And they'll let the quarterback keep
That's a fumble!
Oh, he tried to pitch it and the ball's loose. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover.
KJ. Next time, try to get the ball.
Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
On 2nd and 9, Fields.
Play the ball!
And that is incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, running with
Good D.
Cohen. And he'll get
Occupy the
this
center
down.
so the other guy can shed. Get him every time.
Won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team.
Jeff took the center out of the plate. See how far the center was upfield. He only had 4 guys blocking.
But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Fields.
Good D.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Very good D.
The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
Bro, come on now. Seriously, that's what we're doing.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Shit for Carr.
Midfield and into Bear territory. On 3rd down, Richard.
Good shit, Richard.
Taken down, but he
How much time I got?
first down yardage.
30 seconds.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action. Now Carr. Caught on the right side by
Good
Jones.
shit.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing.
Oh, thank you, bro. Thank you. Thank you. 335. Oh, I wanted that shit too. I seen 335, bro. My fucking eyes just light up. I torched 335s.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr.
Back at the end zone. Dot.
Got a man. It's Johnson. End zone. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there.
Can't play match coverage versus tight sets, my man. If you want to match up with them, you have to play man coverage. Word of a wise. That's why I run a lot of close sets, because I know match coverage can lock shit up if you're not careful. If you play someone knows, like me, that knows what the fuck they're doing.
Carr will look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their
You got to play man versus close sets. Probably put some adjustments, like if you want bracket zones, you have to put like zones where you think the ball might be going for man beaters or whatever. See, I will not play match zone versus tight formations, just because I know that.
A short kick taken at the 18. And it's a pretty good return here. So
Match zones works best when they're spread out. Man works best when they're close. Blindside. Boom. Log in them blindside blitzes.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
A final shot before break. Fields.
You need to score a touchdown, and you're going to run that. Good D.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Let's go and get this game over with. Let's go and put them to bed.
We'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. offense set to get
Oh
this
my
drive
goodness.
started. And they got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
Good block. I seen it.
I think in the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort.
I love that play, baby. I love that play.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there.
Well, I try to tell people you cannot play what? Match zone versus close formations. You will get exposed.
So now here's Darren Carr leading his guys up to go for two.
Cover 2 blitz is 2 soft squats on the field. They're going to get exposed. They're not going to match up with anything to manipulate them. Oh, that was lucky. Fucking defensive lineman.
Taking it to 15, a short kick.
It's pretty much how I play my defense, man. They come out anything close, we go ahead and man it up and play those run fits. They spread us out, we'll match our zones up. Pretty good concept. It's been working good for me today and yesterday.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now a first down throw, Fields. The connection made, it's Graham. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Steps away to his left.
Why I got hella bodies over there?
And that's pretty indicative.
See, notice I'll try to man that safety up. Because I don't necessarily need him rushing. Sometimes I'll spy him. Sometimes I'll man him up. Try to mix him up what he does. So he's going to lock up that check down.
In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On second down, it's Collins.
Good shit.
And he's going to
Almost got it come through.
to the 48. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
It's a clean pair.
Probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Look at that. Boom.
And Williams is going to be stopped short of the
How you stop them single backs?
Not get there.
Come out in that nickel wide 9, fuck them up. B-gap they ass.
Defense is just flat getting after it. They've not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Might be able to.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They're going to go. It's Fields. Goodwin able to haul it in. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Time you got to run something to see where it's getting beat at so you can know how to attack it later.
Both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys have the right play dialed up because defensively...
You are down by a lot, my sir.
Deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop.
I think running the ball should be in your options right now. 2-2. 1, 2, 3, 2.
2nd and 5 now. Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end.
Dink and dunk. That's all he gonna get.
One play action. Fields.
What?
One-handed. What a grab. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Fields.
Palms defense, baby.
Intercepted. Jonathan Ingram picks it.
You cannot dink and dunk on that palms, bro. Like, I'll be all on that shit. Because your assignment is basically, man, you go find, like if nothing's going vertical, you find what threatens you. Because everything's going to be covered. Everything's going to be bracketed or have a man on them. All you got to do is just take away the route progress that opens. Pretty simple. It's basically taking what people like to do, you know, just use their lurking, but it simplifies it. Read 2, if he goes vertical, that's your man. Take him all the way down the field. The rest of the defense should be fine. Don't worry if you give up a 3-yard, 4-yard completion. What's going to happen is they're going to get stressed out. Nobody wants to sit there and have to take 5-minute drives where they want to score. You take that ability away from them, they're going to get stressed out and they're going to throw something right into your defense. It's a true bend but don't break. We're going to blitz them early and often, take those run fits away so they don't have a run game, and we can get pressure, we can get some sacks, get them in long yardage situations so that we can play our palms defense. It doesn't matter, like speed doesn't matter in this game, bro. It's awareness and knowing how to play your coverage. That's pretty much it. If you learn how to play your coverage, you can have the worst team in the game, bro. You sit here and just dominate people. You don't need abilities. Abilities just kind of help people, you know. Like the 5-year-old Timmys of the world. They complain. Oh, Daddy, I can't win. I need help. Alright, here we go.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now.
Alright, so this is just Meg. Just Meg him up. He crosses Meg. Watch him. He crosses with Meg.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
That's all you gotta do is just watch the tight end.
That's a real nice job there by the
Tight end will tell us what to do in these trios and Trey wide flexes.
But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not.
Just watch him.
Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body
He goes down, we
going.
take him.
And then once he made the read, he was able to make the
Y'all saw that, right? We on it. That's how you defend that dagger concept. I just kind of let go of the turbo. I should pick 6 instead.
made sure the quarterback saw it and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey.
I should have stopped that in the back hill.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those
But
kind of runs,
concept's holding true. He's not getting no big gains. There we go. That's what I was laying on.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Newton gonna hand
Good shit, Hank.
takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
and the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't.
I actually like using Hank. I know he's not super fast, but he's a big dude, man. 340 pounds is a lot of man meat.
The coverage unit out there thinking pass on 3rd and
3-2.
3.
Two's going to be our 82. 82's the read. 82's the read. He goes vertical, we take him. See, so you ain't got to worry about anything else. All you got to do is worry about one guy. That's it. The rest of the defense is going to be perfect.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And on their first drive,
Sit here and just bag Trey White flicks up all day. 82's the read.
Here we go with McCaffrey.
Fine, stick him. There you go. Nobody gonna sit there and like take him a little 3-4 yards. Teague's gonna start setting in. He's gonna fumble.
They did in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you gotta like that. They strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted.
Bag this Trey White flex.
And guess what? They also got the lead guy running it pretty well too.
82's the read.
On first down,
82. Flat's covered. Good.
And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. Calling a gain of 6 takes on the play, and it'll make it a second down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey, and he'll get 3 down at the 30.
Bag it up.
That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow.
Hey, when they can't run them little inside zones.
All I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Running long guy, it's fine.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. And a chance to maybe limit them to 3.
It's a good defensive drive. So he thinks he's doing something, but fatigue starting to set in. You see McCaffrey got taken out.
Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Shotgun handoff.
Force him to cut back. That's fine. Keep getting hit.
Down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down.
As long as he doesn't score fast, we are good, bro. I got a whole quarter to do what I want to do with the ball. Change it up, too. There we go.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Stay up here.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll try the air now with Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be a second down. To throw is Newton. And he's got it.
Take that.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. McCaffrey. And he is in.
See how long it takes him to score, guy? What up, Drake? As long as he's not scoring fast, we good. Make changes if I need to. I'm going to go ahead and score, get the 2-point conversion, get the ball at halftime, do the same thing, bam, two possession game, just like that. That's the game plan. No, he can't score fast, so I just need like a minute and a half, 2 minutes maybe.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Here's Smith to return it. And he returns this to the 22.
All right, let's see what he's rocking.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10.
All right, that's his first fuck up.
22. Throwing to start the drive. Carr flushed out right.
Oh, he got mouse with my user. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about, Zay. Keep playing man on me. I love it. I'm gonna moss the fuck out of you, bro. What I'm talking about, Zay. Bring him in the box. Thank you. Come on, bring him in. Bring him in. Right.
Second and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Carr Eluding the pressure right.
Look at that. Booyaka! All that speed on defense, you just got fucking burnt. Told you speed don't mean shit in this game. People don't want to listen to me, though. Because there's a rule that I have. You cannot play match defense versus close sets. That's the first thing you cannot do. And he played a match defense versus a close set.
They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead.
Because it messes with the match principles a little bit. Because then you don't, the safety doesn't know who 2 is, and then the corner doesn't know who 1 is. And it just puts them out of position. I don't know, it's just how the game is. Unless you play the match from, you know, like a base defense, or you match the personnel with what's on the field, you could run a match. Like, but coming out in nickel or dime versus a 2 wide receiver running match, you're going to get exploited. That's why I try to tell people, match what's on the field. Make sure your personnel's right. They got 2 receivers, you can play two corners. Sometimes you can play nickel. Trey Y, any 3x1 you play dime.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here.
Bam. Stop the run in this shit.
Looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
You're not going to sit there and run inside zone on me, bro.
Which team has the advantage? Let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, get to a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the
3-2. 2 goes vertical, we take it. It's fine. Going into traffic underneath.
How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
Pressure. I love it. Let's see if they dial it up this drive.
Bunch formation. Usually what I do, I come out dollar. As long as he's not getting anything big, we good. We can have all the chunk change you want.
1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this
shit hops.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Good shit hops.
And he's taken down at the 50 after a
Not going to be able to run against this defense, bro.
The good run on first down.
He wants to, but you're not going to get nothing against it like that. Got to put it in the air. You want yards.
Love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Oh, I'll be trying to tell people, man, make sure your slot corners are your best users. All right, so it's going to be, he's in doubles. You have to play this from a nickel. So you got your 4 personnel matched.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down.
3-2.
They'll try and pick it up with McCann.
Good hit, good tackle.
And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
Brad, what were they thinking on defense then? They look like they were
2 blocks, you can either blitz or play number 1.
Because they handed it to him. That was way too
Back to
easy.
3x1.
Absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard.
Go.
And
Easy tackles.
getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Here's Newton. And on the left side, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlines. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Got to take 82 to the sideline.
They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts.
Let me get annoyed that he's not getting enough yards on them inside zones.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton.
Right to it. Told you. I told you. Read him like a book. He was going to get tired of dinking and dunking. He was going to try to shoot it downfield, and what was going to happen? He's going to get a turnover. My Palms defense is real tricky. You're not going to sit there and throw over it.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Flush to his right. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Drake. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He was out there waving his arms.
The team.
A quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help. I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Carr. Man open, here is Jones. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Carr.
Good inside pass lead. Good shit.
Deshaun Jackson in the final seconds of the first half.
You cannot play that vanilla-ass defense against me, bro. You got to be on your shit.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things
Not
off.
begin dime defense versus I-Form Pro. Playing 2-man under, bro. I don't cut it.
But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of sweep.
Now I thought I had fucking Drake. That's fine. We get ball at halftime. There's about to be a big jump in the scoreboard, though. Once I score again, he's not going to be able to dink and dunk and drive anymore. He's going to be taking shots. That's what I want. I want him to go downfield.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL.
And he's got fast receivers on his team, you know, and they're not getting open.
The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Jackson now to return. And the
on the ground.
will be made right there at the 25-yard line.
I just gotta hope that Carr don't fuck up. You know how they
The Raider offense set to
try
get
to fuck
this
him up.
drive started. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay.
That play right there, man, that shit is money. You better stop playing that fucking dime defense, bro. This shit's gonna eat you alive.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
Oh, keep going. I see weak box. Weak box, weak box, weak box, weak box, weak box, weak box, weak box. Where we at? Where we at? Where we at? Weak box. Weak box. Very weak box.
Right back to Drake.
Damn.
Not much there at all.
I should have just cut it out like a stretch run. Or do like this.
On 3rd down, Drake. And he'll be taken
We'll force him out of that dime defense.
Gets into enemy territory.
End of the day, my friend.
Territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46. Play action. Now it's Carr. And he'll find Moreau here.
I said, Moreau, I fucked that up, but you made a play for me. I appreciate it. See, I don't get these people, man. Why are you spamming this shit? It's not working. You would think if somebody's running a defense and they're getting cooked in that defense, they would get out of it, right? You know, like
It's Carr.
Fuck.
Being chased out.
Got him. Got him with the reroute. Better get out of that man coverage, bro. Better get out of it. Trying to tell these folks, I don't want to listen.
Now a play fake. Carr escaping the pressure right.
I would gladly throw that away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the
people, man, they just... Why? There's no purpose for you. You're not correctly aligned. Why would you play like that? Damn, Jacob. Yeah, Jacob.
And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Don't be like this guy, fellas. Match personnel.
Once again, it's Jacobs.
Match what's on the field. You got two receivers, a tight end, and fullback. Come out in your base defense. Don't be this guy.
Josh Jacobs.
These people be spamming. It's sad.
Take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Just get weak boxed, I guess. He likes to get weak boxed.
So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
Now, watch how the defense is about to be real stingy now. I already know my offense is good. I ain't got to worry. Like, I can make a mistake on my offense. I'm just now at that point where my defense can give me the ball back. If I fuck up.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And that starts his drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
Stay with it, bro. Box of any trio, tray wide flex, quads. There we go. That's what I wanted. I told you we're gonna switch up.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does.
Told you. Defense about to be real stingy now.
And the Raiders are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Second straight drive.
We just got to keep doing what we're doing, man. Ain't nothing he can do. He's not making adjustments. He's spamming the same play over and over and over again, and it's not working. But guess what? He's going to keep spamming it because he doesn't know how to play defense. He's going to keep running right through it. He's weak box.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Final minute now of the third quarter. Here's Drake one more time on 2nd down.
Weak box.
And he's got room.
You hit them with a stretch out of that shit, and they already got to worry about the screen. I told you, this scoreboard about to flip-flop.
Kenyon Drake, 61 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly.
You got to match personnel, bro. You cannot play match defense. Even though there's a zone blitz, it's a match zone blitz. You cannot play match coverages versus close sets. They'll get exploited. And now.
He will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Yeah, I ain't gonna be able to get a PS5 for a minute. Justin. Gotta save up their little $900 for the end of the month and go ahead and get my new spot. But things will be better for me. I probably won't be in that hot ass house anymore. But we'll see. Can't wait till I moved. Then it'd be right over there by the lake. I might go swimming, you know. Alright, so see he's gonna change his offense now. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kind of change up a little bit too. We're gonna do that. and that. Okay.
So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it.
We'll play the crosser.
I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football,
Do that.
give them a chance.
We play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Like that.
Throwing again on second down. Newton got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this.
Sometimes you mix it up a little bit, kind of throw them off
Let's
guard.
with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Oh, look at that blitz, baby! Ooh. Yes, sir! That's how you loop.
And he gets home for a loss of 6.
I don't know if I can do that again.
After the sack on first down, Newton. That's to McCaffrey.
Make traffic.
And able to break one.
Trying to, since my dime doesn't have a sink, I have to use the dime blitz and play it like a sink for the underneath.
Their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
There we go. Almost had him, fellas. Stay with him. So you're going to have to earn this.
Nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Woo!
Newton delivers this one to
Ah!
McCaffrey.
How I fucked that up, bro?
Down at the 13-yard line.
How I fucked that up?
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up.
Like I said, he got to earn every yard against this defense.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey.
3 shots.
Just about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Look at that. Look at that.
Blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. The Panthers on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
What? Oh! We almost picked it. I should have shaded flats. I might start running that one. I might start running that one, fellas. That's actually a legitimate coverage. Play. Alright. Look at that. Boy, Hobbs playing that shit. I like my boy Hobbs. Cannot sit there and spam inside zone roll. Like, I know how to stop the run out of my dime, my quarter dollars. Play run fits, man. Match personnel.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez.
You ain't got a blocker, bro.
Here's Smith to return it. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
That's one thing I'm very eccentric when I send a blitz. Even if it's not really a blitz, you know, it looks like one.
Get you reset, and you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with victory. Flushed out right.
So I'm going to go for it.
On the scramble, it's second
Just
down.
going to wear him out.
Carr, a handoff here to Drake. And he'll be up
Go,
into
Phil.
the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain.
He
there.
jealous.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock.
I'm barely running with my running back, and I got more yards than he does spamming runs.
Now Carr, eluding the pressure right. Towards
Can't stop it, guys. He can't stop it.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but
Good
he's
throw.
able to flush out to his right.
Zay Jones over here doing his thing.
On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a
All right.
nice pass for a first down.
Carr gonna throw here.
He wants to send that guy. We just do the quick dump off. It's hard to stop as long as you can read what he's doing. He can't defend both sides. You see the blitz, you just throw the screen. He's out of position. You take his user out of the play, nothing he can do. See the blitz. Then get off to the screen. This guy getting frustrated. You can tell because he done came out of his little spam defense. Now he's trying to stop the screen. You got to make adjustments, sir. You gonna do it again? Okay. You got to make adjustments, sir. This shit's you can't blitz me and then worry about the screen. You got to make up your mind. You can't defend both of them. That shit's mad annoying, yo. That's like a money play for you fellas. You run it right, you make the right read, you know which way to roll out. You see him blitzing you. You know, he couldn't stop it the whole game. He tried everything. I literally just spammed it. That boy had a 92.8 completion rating with that screen. Oh, 13 to 14. Perfect passer rating. 58-yard bomb. See the difference in the rushing yards? Drake was averaging 12.7. McCaffrey couldn't even get 5. Jacobs was averaging 12. You know, when you got a good pass play, it opens up the run. We'll kind of go back into these match coverages here in a sec. Boy, Drake had 5 for 77. Doing the damn thing then. I don't think I had 2 bombs to Jackson. Yo, I'm gonna get into this dime blitz, yo. This shit was nice. Let me find it. Man, they're not gonna have the highlight. Is this the one? Look at that loop. That shit came screaming. That was my user too. Watch how it came screaming around. Loop. That was the cover 2. Just unblocked. Like that was just perfectly done. I used 92 to screen him off so he couldn't grab me, and I just went right after him. Bloop. I don't know, I was using it a lot on this drive. I couldn't get it that time. Try to see if they did it again. Look at there. I mean, I should have had him. See how I loop in there? I come from the opposite side, so the protection is going to be slide right. So 92 is going to get the guy that I need to go around, and it's going to prevent 98 from getting double teamed. Boom, just run around him. Doing it again. Run around. I went to play the coverage. I did right. That was the right move. That should have been big. I probably should have played hard flats. Because it was over there. Trying to see what I was in. This was just the dime blitz, and I just put 2 defenders in zone. Just that stretch run, bro. Like, they be so worried about the screen that shit like this opens up. Like, he be trying to stop the screen, and then we just run right through that B gap. That's why your runs will open up, especially off that screen, because then they'll be pass committing, and then they'll be so worried about it. Hit him with a cover 3 beater. I like running out of my iPhone Pro because really it's not my offense. You know, it's just something to kind of keep moving the ball, and it's conservative. Like, I don't turn the ball over a lot when I'm in it. You know, usually if I see someone play a specific defense, I feel like, you know, I can get easy chunk yards out of it. So I'll use it, you know, to run the ball, or, you know, just try to get conservative or keep the clock running. Try to mix things up. But that single back wing type, I think it's wing type flex, that's the offense. Y'all boys need to jump on that shit. That shit is deadly. You're gonna fuck people up because they don't know who. You can't cover the screen and the crossers. You can't play man. You can play man to defend the screen, but the crossers are gonna beat man. You can't play zone because then I have the option to take off. You know, there's just so much shit you can do with it. You can't blitz the rollout because then I can throw the screen to the other side. You know, you can roll out either side. You know, that's what's good about it. And you can just sit here and dominate people that use these little. So there we go, another day, and a nice little win streak on stream. You know, people didn't want to even play me, bro. They were rage quitting early. You don't believe me, bro? Look at this shit. That was that one game that I should have won. It came down to the wire. But other than that, man, look at. I'm gonna go through the history and I'm gonna show you the wins and losses. We shut out the Buccaneers. Shut out this Cardinals guy yesterday. This is the guy that was spamming that quads offense. Like, he stayed in quads the whole game, and I just shut it up. Like, I started off with the dime palms. And what was happening was, it wasn't necessarily stopping it, but it was slowing it down. He started doing like spacing concepts. And then I switched to the dollar, ran like a cover 2 sink, you know, and then I just went ahead and went with the dollar Oki roll that's in my defensive ebook to just lock him up. He didn't have anything after that. Then I got the blue screen, so you can't necessarily say them. And then I got matched up with them, and I just roasted them. Played the Bills user. It was a tight game in the first quarter, second quarter, I think, and then after that, y'all already know, man, that Oki roll comes to play. Eagles, he rage quit when he turned the ball over. That was a good game. I beat myself by not getting the 2-point conversion. If I would have got the 2-point conversion, I probably would have won 24-23. This guy raged quit. That was 14-0. That was a good game, but again, like I said, what happens is people get tired of playing dink and dunk offense. Nobody wants to sit there dink and dunk the whole game, you know, for the 2-3 yards and constantly get put in third and fourth down situations where they got to go for it. They want to get a big play. And they get a big play. What happened was I got turnovers and I flipped the scoreboard on them. Saints user, same thing. You know, nobody wants to sit there and play dink and dunk. They'll do it. Like, people don't have the patience to do that, you know. Played the Steelers, same thing. Close game right there. That was today. Really just came down to the wire. I actually could have won it, but like, I went for it. I think I threw an interception or something, or fumbled it. Yeah, Carr fumbled it. So you can really just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's like more of an 11-game streak. Then you take away. Let's see, let's see who else I had. had these two these three guys rage quit. Like, I went up 24-0 in the first quarter. He's like, fuck that. That was when I got the hit stick fumble and I was screaming. I was like, get the fucking ball. He quit. He bounced out. He didn't want to deal with the blitz. Same thing with him. He didn't want to deal with the blitz. He played a game, but end of the day, bro, he quit. Then we beat the Bears. And you see, we score points and we don't allow a lot of points. I mean, every now and then you might get matched up with somebody. It might be a close game, but we're not getting blown out, bro. Like, I do not like lose like that. Like, I'm gonna match up. I'm gonna adjust at the end of the day. Like, that's what you gotta do. You gotta adjust to what your opponent's doing. I appreciate y'all tuning in, guys. I don't need to be staying up as late as I did yesterday. I'm glad that I guess I kind of got my shit fixed, but not really. But it's not cutting off on me after one game or mid-game, so that's good. If y'all have any questions, I can probably kind of go in practice mode real quick before we go ahead and call it a stream, and I'm going to teach you more on the two read concepts that I'm looking for. Okay, I'm going to teach you who your assignment is and how to play it. Okay, hopefully I don't get blue screen going into practice mode. That would suck, right? And I'm going to teach you, like, I love doing this versus like Trey Weiss flex spammers. Like, it's really good versus that. So any 3x1, you'll be doing it from dime. So 4x1 quads, you can do it. If it becomes like doubles or anything like where there's like a doubles flex or something like that, you got to do it from nickel. Just trying to remember all the formations that you'll see. I think that might be it. Alright, cool, we didn't get blue screen. Alright, so we'll start you with the dime. Start with our palms. And we'll go Trey White flex. And just go random play. Alright, so I'm going to teach you two read. Usually against Trey White flex, I'm reading the tight end. Okay, everything on the three receiver side you can't touch, because if you're not experienced with knowing what your opponent does and you play over here, you'll have to read 13. Okay, now if 13 crosses, you gotta understand read, react, and bail if you're playing on this side. Okay, so like, let's say 13 goes vertical, fine, you man him up. If 13 does a post, you're gonna man him up. If one post with him, if it's like a double post, you're going to bracket off to 1. 13 is going to be carried over to that safety on the other side. Okay, it's just stuff that you got to kind of pay attention to. There's a lot of different read concepts from the 3 side than it is from the 2 side, so I'm going to just teach you guys the 2 read so that you don't have to worry about the 3 read side. Not yet. Okay, so the 2 read side, I'm going to go ahead and set my D line up like I always do. Go ahead and slide him to the left. And usually what I do is I'll man a line, and then I'll slide my linebacker to the right. So now your personnel's matched. Instead of having a linebacker guarding and walling off on this receiver, now you got a corner guarding and walling them off. You got your linebacker playing the running back to the flat. So what we're going to do is I will crash my line to the left. Sometimes I'll spy, like if I'm dealing with a mobile quarterback or someone that likes to roll out, I will do that. So that if I decide that I just want to, stop the rollout, I can click the button and not mess up my match coverage. Okay, sometimes if you don't do that, either A, match coverage isn't going to react to the quarterback rollout, or B, they're all going to react. They're going to dumb out, and you don't want to give up your zones. Okay, the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to play inside. Okay, if I need to, if I see 83 go deep vertical, I'm belling. I'm going to go out after him. He comes to a dig, I'm staying on him. That is my assignment in Trey White Flex, is to watch 83 wherever he goes. This safety is Meg. Okay, that's what I want to. That's what I want to teach you guys. Now, if he goes short, if he goes anywhere outside, if 83 cuts out over here, you're not responsible for him. You're going to watch number 30. Does 30 go to the flat? 30 goes to the flat, this quarter flat's going to take it. Okay, so if you have like an out route and a flat route or something like that, you're good. You can watch anything crossing from this side of the field over here to the quarter. Okay, the last thing we're going to do is you're just going to sit right here on the line. Usually it creates a shed if they run. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do that. Runs. They'll get the short stuff. Okay, I'm not teaching these guys to be like, okay, you're just gonna lock up. They will get short passes off on you. It happens. Okay, it's not gonna be in perfect position to stop those. But if they go deep, just pay attention. We got 83. Everything's gonna be bracketed. Obviously, in the game results are always going to be different than practice mode results. So watch 83. He goes vertical. We take vertical to dig. It's not getting a lot of yards. I'm trying to see if I can get him to sit him right here. Sometimes you can get in there into the box and slow the run down a little bit. Pretty much how we do it. Slide. You see, if I wanted to, I can crash them all. 83 goes deep. We go back here, and that's fine. Like, they're gonna get the little dink and dunk, so you are content with that. You man align by. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit triangle. And then you see at the very bottom on your coverage adjustments, you're going to press R1. That's going to match you up, you know, with guys that need to be matched up. Then I'm going to slide my linebacker over. There's going to be, in fact, instead of going just random play, I'm going to go over the plays that people spam. Because he's going to keep calling stick concepts and shit. Obviously, you will get beat underneath. If you play someone that's just spamming underneath coverages, you'll need to run the dime defense, the cover 2 that I was running at the end of that game, and then kind of go back into this. And I'm just going to pick the plays that you're going to see a lot of people run instead of just going random, because you know how the fucking practice mode is. First one that I'm going to go over is the dagger. See a lot of people running it. You see the dagger concept. So same thing, man align, go ahead and shift them over, and go ahead, let him play the flat. So what you're going to be doing is you're going to be watching 83. That's your assignment in this defense. So he comes across, you take him all the way on the cross. That you're going to see everything's covered. So I'm going to slow it down for you guys. People run dagger concepts on you. This is how you stop it with palms coverage. You're going to play man on that tight end, and I'm going to show you behind the coverage. Notice the wall defender is going to pass off number 7 to the safety. He's going to get bumped, and that's good because when you get bumped in this game, it slows your speed and acceleration down. So he gets bumped, he's going to pass it off to the safety. The safety was going to pass it off to the quarter, which is playing a little low. And then the quarter flat, he's going to bite down on the running back, okay, on the little check release route. Now as far as over here, the quarter flat, he's going to play inside. He's going to read 2. That's going to be his 2, his number 3. Now what's supposed to happen, if you're playing this side, you're going to be playing 13, you know, because I want him to get open. But 39 does a good job kind of holding out and getting out in front of him. But everything over here, all you got to do is cover 83, bro. See how I cover 83? That's the route that people want to use a lot, you know, when they come out in this formation. So that's how you stop the dagger concept and palms coverage. You don't need to play the zone. Remember, you're playing man from zone looks. So you're just basically just staying in man coverage on it. You know who your assignment is. You're good. All right. Now let's go over another play people like to use. So let's say they come out in their tray wide flex again. Another play people like to use is the inside zone. They'll spam it. And a line, crash in. And all you got to do is just sit right here, bro. You get anywhere on this line, and then you can just gun off and box the inside zone with it. Okay? Go one more time. Slide left, crash left. Take your linebacker, move him over there. Sit right here, right behind the one tech. Be about 5 yards off. You don't want to get too close, because if you get too close and it has that pass rush symbol above your head, you're going to get picked up. Sometimes you'll get picked up, but they're not going to get a lot of yards running that shit. And you hit them enough, fatigue becomes a factor. Let's slide him in. So I might have to come from the 3 tech. Yeah. Come from behind the defensive tackle. Just like that. Be sure I emphasize that. Crash left. You want to line up right here, even with the running back. And that gap, sometimes it'll open up for you. You can squeeze through it. So that's going to stop the inside zone. Alright? Let's go over another play people like. The obvious one, right? How many times y'all come into a game and people just want to get a big play and they want to try to come out and hit you with PA crossers, right? So if you deal with PA crossers, what's going to happen here is 83 is going to get picked up by, should be the quarter flag. The outside quarter should bail. And all we're doing in this defense right here is we're going, make sure I man align. Usually what I'll do is I'll put a single contain. Now, if they keep audibling or doing hot routes, sometimes they'll keep going. It'll take your single contain off and re-double contain. So you always want to make sure you re-blitz after they do their audible call. Same thing, you're just going to set up right here behind. And you're just watching for anything to cross deep, okay? Now I'll kind of explain it after the play progresses and goes through, okay? So all we're going to do is we're going to bail. Take the first crosser. Going to force him out of bounds. And a line. Now if you're worried about him getting open, you can opt to press him. So now we got to press on him. Waller, he good. So what we can do, I could bracket Waller. I'm gonna teach you guys bracketing. I'm just gonna bail off on Wall and take him away, and then I'm going to bail off to number 7. So that's how we're going to do this. He's going to run that. We'll take that away. And look at there. See, we take that read away from him. What you do is you contain and then you re-blitz, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and get my man line first. I go ahead and get my gap fits to stop an inside zone, and then I go ahead and slide my line. All you're going to do is you're going to press R1, and R1 is going to contain, and then you're going to go to your defensive line shifts, and then you're going to take the defender and then just re-blitz them. So now you got your single contain, and then I can still play for the inside zone with those adjustments. And what I'm going to do, because practice mode be shysting you sometimes, is I'm going to play off 83. Same thing. We're going to play 83, and then we're going to bail off to number 7, because number 7 is going to be walled off by the tight end. Okay, I mean not the tight end, but by number 10 over there. Okay, so we'll do it again. We're only going to run to the tight end to take that route away so he doesn't throw that route, and then we go boom, just like that. You're going to take the tight end, and then you're going to bail deep. bracket and bail. That's the concept. One more time. See, I don't necessarily need to play the contain here in practice mode, but in a game you'll find it very useful. Okay, so we're just going to play the tight end and then bail. He's going to throw it right to me. Okay, so that's how you deal with the crossers. I'm going to slow it down so that you guys can see what's happening on the other side of the field. On the side of the field, this is the wall off defender. He's walling it off to the safety, and what happens is he gets a bump on him, so it's going to slow his speed down, and it's going to allow, you know, whoever the next person is to get out in front of him and get position. Now he's going to be bailed off to our user. We're going to get out in front of it. Okay. Quarter flat over here is going to be playing 13 vertical. Once 7 goes inside to the wall defender, he's going to man up. He's going to be out in front. And that's just how you want. See, regular man coverage isn't going to play out in front of the receiver. You can shade over the top and in front all you want in man coverage. You're not going to get that much leverage playing man coverage as you do playing man from zone. Okay, see how 39 is just staying out in front of him? You see how tight Mullins is on a receiver that's faster than him? He's going to stay with him. He's going to plaster. Okay? We're going to run it one more time. You can opt to. Remember, I have to play it a bit different in practice mode. Look at there, 39 on that. He doesn't have anything open. So it's going to lock up the crossers. Now, I think there was another one that people like to run as well. Just bear with me. Just try to take the money plays away. Once you learn how to guard the money plays, people usually don't know how to play, you know, second and third options. Let's say they run screen. Okay? You will see people run screen in here. So what I'm going to do against the screen is, remember, I'm playing to 2. Okay, I'm going to be outside. I got to watch 83. If nothing happens with 83, I'm going to break on it. I'm going to break on the running back. Okay? Watch 83, break on the running back. That's all you got to do to stop the screen. I can play quarters pretty much the same way. All you got to do is read 2. Okay? What's going to happen, quarters will play it almost very similar. The only thing that happens in palm coverage is it reads off 2 to the flat. So let's say 2 goes to the flat, 1 goes deep. I'll teach you guys palm coverage 101. Okay? I might have to do it from the offensive side because let me flip sides. Pick a play. Now Waller. Practice mode Waller a beast. Alright. Yeah, it plays like cover 2, bro. I'm gonna teach you guys. That's why I like it so much. Because it'll give me those hard flats where I want them. It'll be out in front. It has the advantage of zone, but it also has the advantage of man. I'll teach you guys. Got it. Just give me one sec. Because once you understand the defensive side, how the principles work, then it's going to help you become better offensive. See, I'm already a good offensive mind, and I know how to attack these zones. And that kind of helped me a little bit understanding them so that I can strengthen them on my defense. Okay? So let's say we go 2 by 2, we go spread. Okay, I'm going to teach you these concepts. Now, obviously, I'm going to have to play a nickel. I think I have to play nickel versus spread. Make sure they match up. Okay. For the sake of this, I will only be looking at the 2 read side, okay? I'm not going to pay attention to anything that's happening on the right side. We're going to watch the left side of the field. So what's happening here is if Renfrow goes to the flat, that cornerback is going to drop down and play the flat. The quarter flat over there on the inside that's in front of Renfrow is going to wall off Jones from going inside. If he goes vertical, the safety is going to be responsible for number 1. So if automatically, if that corner drops down, see when I say read 2, if I see Renfrow go to the flat, I automatically know if I'm on that safety, I'm defending number 7 right there. Okay, I got to take him deep. Now, I don't know if I can replicate how I would play it because I only got 1 controller, but I'm telling you how Palm's defense is supposed to work, okay? So I'm just going to run the play. I'm going to show you, and then we'll go through the read progression, okay? See how he goes to the flat, see how the outside corner plays down. Show you why this plays like cover 2. Okay, watch. He's gonna man him up, but as soon as 13 goes to the flat, he's gonna play the flat just like I called. Okay. Your safety responsible for him to go vertical, so he's gonna man him up. Now, if you're using that and you're playing the 2 read side, you're gonna be in better leverage versus the AI. The AI might be a little bit behind on certain routes. Now, if you're using that, you can go ahead, defensive assist and press, make it tougher for him to get that. Okay, and then we'll go over our quarter flat. He's going to wall off the inside. See, that's why I like this defense so much, because you can take those quick passing lanes. So if he wants to do like slant flat concepts, let's go ahead and put a slant flat concept on the field and show you that. Now, if I'm using the safety in it versus a slant flat, got double slants. I might have to make the adjustment for a slant flat. Alright, so I'm just going to send the other 2 vertical, and then I'm going to do a slant flat on that side of the field so I can teach you guys. I got to do it from a nickel. Alright, so if I'm dealing with a slant flat concept, it should be the same principles. Your corner on the outside is going to stay with Jones until they cross. So once they cross, then he's going to bite down and he's going to take the flat. The quarter flat's going to wall off Jones, probably going to just man up with him. Okay? Your safety, because nothing's going deep on that side of the field, if you're using him, you can choose to bait and get out in front on those short routes, or you can defend the running back, or you could bracket for anything crossing for the other side of the field. Now I'm just going to show you how this shit's about to break down. Okay, so I'm just going to run the concept, and I'll show you where you need to be. Yeah, you can defensive assist. Now with my user, I would be out in front of the slant, okay? Because it kind of bugs out a little bit because nothing's going deep. What the fuck? Now, if I'm usering this and I see, first thing when I'm saying read 2. If I see him go to the flat, I'm watching number 1 with my user, okay? Now, technically, you're only supposed to play him if he goes vertical. In Madden, you just play number 1. Wherever number 1 goes, you're going to help, because what happens is that quarter flat's not going to necessarily be in the right position. Like, he'll be in position to take a quick pass away, but he's not going to be in a position to get out in front. So as soon as you see 1 cut and be the deeper route on that field, you go ahead and jump out in front of it. Okay, so I could easily be on that safety, jump out in front of that route, and chase it all the way to the sideline. Now, as far as this side, what happens is they're vertical. Okay, so they're both going to play quarters. They're going to be man everywhere they go. Okay. Now, again, you take that slant away with that safety, You look at all these other routes, 13 is going to be covered. Your 2 verticals are covered. And your running back on the out route, he's covered by the linebacker. So just imagine if you're user in that safety, look how perfect that defense is. Just imagine that safety is not out on the island. That's your user. You're out in front of that slant route. Where do you see anybody open? You got him covered. You got the 2 receivers over there covered. You got the running back covered. And then your user and this guy out in front, he's not going to have anything. If he rolls out, you're going to have a quarter flat here. You're going to have a quarter flat here that are just going to bail off onto the quarterback. Okay? Or they can break off in bracket. So now, let's change the pass concept up a little bit. Let's say they go vertical 2. That's why I say palms can be like a cover 2. That's why I like it so much. So if they go vertical up the seams and they only go to the flat on the outside, I'm just going to go ahead and just show you. Now I'm not trying to do anything. I just want to show you the coverage. See how it morphs based on the route concepts? So now we got the flats. They're not going deep over there. They're man on the flats. You got the quarter flat underneath. Quarter flat underneath. So if he decides he wants to playmaker one of those outside receivers, he's got to get inside the quarter flats. Those quarter flats are going to bail on any pass that comes across the middle of the field. Okay? Safeties are going to man up, take the seams all the way deep. So if y'all are worried about people throwing seam routes, trying to get little cover 3 beaters on you, bro, you can definitely come out in the palms and, you know, protect yourself. Both seams are protected. Just like man, it's got the benefit of being in man coverage by being tight and plastered, but it's also got the benefit of being in zone, being out in front. Okay, so those are nice little concepts that you want to make sure that you have. And like I said, the little check down route is going to be covered by the mid read. Okay, now let's say they start implying crossers on the field. These little mesh concepts. Now, granted, you're gonna, like, let's say they try to do, like, cover 4 beaters and shit. I'm actually gonna go dive for this one. Now, I can't put my adjustments on that defense. You know, if I put my adjustments on that defense, it's just gonna improve. I'm just showing you guys who's matching up with who and how it goes, okay? So you got to be careful with this one, because what's going to happen, this play will beat palms coverage. Okay? And I'm going to tell you why. Because just like we were discussing earlier, remember, 13 goes vertical. Vertical is defined by anything that passes 10 yards. Okay? That safety is going to jump on it. Okay? I play it a little bit different. I would take the slant and then bail for that route by Waller if I'm playing the safety. If I'm over here on Merrick, over there on that other side, I'm going to take that slant, get in front of the slant, and then bail to the route by Waller. That's how I would play it. What the defense is going to do, like AI, the safety is going to take Renfrow to the outside. That corner over there on Jones is going to be megged. He might get a bracket. But we're just going to go ahead and run the play, just show you. So that I'll show you how everything's covered. Teach y'all Meg coverages, guys. So that corner should be following him wherever he goes until they cross. So they cross. The bracket's going to be over there. See, that's where it kind of. Sometimes, like I said, depending on where you are on the hash, see, that's wrong. He should be Meg, but I guess he did come outside, so he'll still play that. But anyway, the safety is going to play 13. automatically. See how he jumps on 13? Because he goes past 10 yards. Your user, you don't want to do that. You know he's going to be covered. As long as you got someone over him, you're fine. Okay? I'd be more worried about this route coming across. That's how I would defend it. Just kind of slow it down. See, the mid read's going to be reading the number 3. So number 3 breaks out, how he initially goes out until 83 comes to him. So like, let's say if he's running 83 vert and out, he does like a flood concept, and then he got number 1 going vertical, and then he's got number 23 going to the flat. That mid read needs to be playing that flat. He needs to be going after the running back or pass it off one. But other than that, see that outside quarters out in front of that dig on that other side of the field? The mid read jumps out in front of the slant. You see that? So the only thing that I would probably do different, there's a small window right there where you could throw it. My safety, y'all already know when I'm running my palms, I'm bringing my safety already down into the box. Okay, so initially all I have to do is I'm reading 2, 13 goes deep. I'm gonna be sitting right around here in my palms coverage. This is where the safety needs to be. Okay, if you're using it. That slant breaks, you're in front of it. He's not gonna have it. Okay. Usually pressure is already getting to the house by the time the route trees start opening. So he's either going to dink and dunk to the running back that's covered by the quarter flat there, or he's going to force something down the field. Okay? You're not going to have the dig because the mid read's sitting right there. You just kind of read progress. If he throws that dig, it's bracketed by that corner that's out in front of it, and you got the mid read, so you can't make that throw. And that's going to be an under pressure throw at this point because look where 91 is. He's already breaking his shed before 13 can break out. And that's just the stock defense. That's not with my adjustments. I add my adjustments to it. It's going to be a little bit more pressure, and my safety is going to be in that spot on that seam, making it harder for you to get a quick read. Okay, so that's the difference between the AI cover 4 palms and my cover 4 palms. Like a user cover 4 palms is definitely going to give you a little bit more leverage where you need to be. Now, as far as quarters, I'll do the same concepts versus quarters. Okay, it's not going to be too much different. It's just going to be how the safety reacts and how the quarter flats react. Let me see. Do the same thing. First route we did was corner strike versus, I'll just do it versus die versus quarters. Now what's going to happen in quarters is that corner is not going to go to the flat. That quarter flat goes to the flat. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and do the 2 read. On one side, I'm going to let them sack me just so that you guys can see. It's a little bit different. So get into it. Now, when I showed you palms, outside corner came down. In quarters, he's going to stay with his guy over the top. You're going to get a double bracket on the deep receiver. It's going to get bracketed off. Okay, should be on both sides. This is the 3 read side. He's going to take him to the flat. Number 1's going to get bracketed by 3 receivers. By 3 guys. And what happens, he shouldn't do that. But because it's a check release route, that's why. It's the only reason that gets open, because it's check release. Now, if I go with the slant flat combo. I think it's just easier to teach from just reading one side instead of trying to read the whole thing. So I'm just going to send them 2 vertical so that they're man everywhere he goes. I'm just going to try to teach you guys reading one side of the field, because when you're playing defense, you're reading one side of the field. You can care less about the other side unless something comes over and crosses. Okay, so in a slant flat, Same thing I would do in palms is I would definitely take that safety, move him down in the box. Obviously, I would slide my D-line and my linebacker, but what I would do is I would take that safety and I would defend that seam. Okay, that quarter flat's going to defend the flat. That corner on the other side should be man everywhere he goes on Jones. Okay, so we're just going to call it man everywhere he goes. He dumbs out, but see, sometimes you have to make those user adjustments. See, he should be man everywhere he goes. So that gives you an option to user him. You can user him man everywhere he goes if you want, because both of these guys are just dumbed out. Okay, they got sucked in on the quick slant flat, and you got to be careful for that, because if they run a post from the other side and you're not usering that side, you know, you're going to be in trouble. So that's why, like I said, I would take this safety and start him right here. And then I would be able to sit there and bail as soon as it passes over. So like I would take the quick slant away until these two can bracket off and take it. Okay. So that's pretty much all you want to make sure that you do. Now if I go up against that deep cross concept, I think I got it in the audibles. Let's run the deep cross concept, show you the same thing. Both are good defenses, don't get me wrong. What's going to happen is he's going to play the quarter, he's going to play the outside. But what's going to happen, you're going to get a bracket on him. Quarters actually plays the spread pretty good. So you get 13 bracketed. Unlike palms, he would slightly get open. Whereas quarters, he doesn't go to the flat, so the quarter flats are going to play man press on him and run him down to the safeties. Okay, he runs that dig, those quarter flats got pushed down the field. So you're not going to be able to have that dig or try to throw it because he's going to get jumped. I get a lot of picks like that with my quarter flats. When they try to run them vertical and then run deep out routes or smart vertical deep out, what you're doing is you're putting my quarter flats in deeper hook curls. Okay, so they're playing like 20 yards down the field now. So I'm at the 30, and they get all the way down to the 15. So that's 15-yard hook curls that they're just going to be sitting on. You try to throw a dig route, that's going to get intercepted. So they're both very good defenses. I do utilize both of them. If I get in a situation where I deal with people that are aware that they're not going to be able to pass deep, I will throw cover 6 in there, or I will throw that cover 2 in that I was using that blitz out of. I will go over the blitz more tomorrow. Just make sure, if you're new to the channel, man, make sure you subscribe, and I'll try to break down these plays that I use and why I use them and the best way to use them and who your read assignment is, so that you guys are not out of position. All right, guys, appreciate y'all tuning in, and until tomorrow, peace.